Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. And for today's lesson, we're going to go over the tune Wayfaring Stranger. And as you just saw and heard, I played an arrangement, kind of did the verse and the chorus part. Kind of goes A, B, A little bit. It's kind of the structure of the tune. So I did the whole tune, solo for the whole tune. And I kind of did this in a, somewhat of a Carter style. I get out of that a little bit. And this is definitely like a advanced beginner arrangement for those of you looking for a lesson such as that. And, we're in the key A minor, so it's nice and dark. Staying close to the melody, but then adding some nice little cool minor licks in there as well. And just a little note, too, some people, I noticed, research this tune a little bit, and some people like to go to the 5 chord early in the verse. And then some people like to just stick on the 4 chord and go back to the 1 in the first 8 measures or so. So there's kind of a couple different ways you can play it. So whoever you're with, you want to make sure you get that straightened out. But I know Tony Rice's version on his album has him going to the 5 chord, but I just saw a lot of people who did it the other way, so I chose that way. And so again, make sure you know what you're doing when you're playing it with somebody, hopefully. So yeah, this beginner arrangement here, and if you purchase the full-length version, if you'd like to, this is just a YouTube preview, kind of see how things go. Head on over to my website. You can check out all the other instructional material I have over there. And this lesson, though, is like about 45 minutes in length. Comes with 3 backing tracks and the PDF tabs. And if you're a premier member at the site, you get access to this video and all videos at my website and everything I create. So you can check that out if you so desire. For now, we're going to go ahead and start walking through the first few measures of this lesson, give you an idea of how I teach, how my lessons go. So if you like what you see, please make a comment or subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and break down the Wayfaring Stranger here. Really cool tune. So we're in the key of A minor, more or less. And has a little pickup there, and then starts on beat 2. As you see that first little marking on the first little thing in the first measure, that's quarter note rest. And I'll play the first few measures and then we'll break them down. So they sound like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ready, go. So, a lot of basic stuff going on in there. The pickup, got a couple 8th notes there on the A string, and then 3rd fret A, and then open D. Down, up, down, down. And I'm really swinging a lot of the 8th notes, or this whole piece. So short. So when we swing, we treat the 8th notes as kind of long, short. And then I get into my A minor. I play the 2nd fret D in the low string, and just kind of a little strum going on in between there. 1, down, up, down, up. And you see I have marked there like strumming the bottom or the highest sounding 3 strings, and if you hit more than that, that's alright, but I try to stick to the strums on the highest 3 strings. Kind of cleans up some things. So kind of an alternate bass thing, although I'm not actually alternating the bass note. Those are octaves, both E notes. So pretty basic. And then the next measure, open A, and then 8th notes on the 2nd fret of the D string, open D, 2nd fret D. And I don't need to get out of my A minor position. I kind of got out of it just there for a second. But when I'm playing, I really can stick into it and just lift a finger. just that measure. 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right. I'll do those 3 measures a couple times, and then we'll move on. 1. 1, 2, one more time. 1. All right, we're gonna move on. Got a lot of measures to get to here. 32, 33 of them. So the next 3 sound like this. Ready, go. Alright, so measure 4 there. You saw me grab that note with my pinky on the 3rd fret of the A, and you can use your 3rd finger too. I probably, I've been playing guitar so long, my hands just kind of do what they feel like doing, because both of them are appropriate or efficient moves. Obviously if I use my pinky, I can keep the whole A minor shape, but you can use your, I'd say 3rd finger too, because some people I know they don't like to use that pinky, even though you need to it at some point, but oops. So you got 8th notes there, so that melody, and then you strum right away. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then catch the low E and then a little strum. 3, 4. Okay, and then going on, this is kind of like the first measure. Again, if I use the pinky, then I can keep everything placed down. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then I get to my D minor, and this is just an alternating bass measure for D minor. Open D, and then the low string and the strum. Okay, so that's just the alternate bass for D minor. And again, really swinging things. Make sure you're really got that feel. If you're having a hard time finding that swing feel, you can just sit on a chord, perhaps it's D minor, and just really work down, 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 and really find a nice groove. And if it doesn't feel right, then it's probably not, okay? That's a good way to know. If it feels awkward, you're not sure, then it's not there. You'll know when it's there. So yeah, I know people sometimes have a hard time kind of swinging the notes. So yeah, measure 4, I'm going to play all 3 of those now.